Meet Christina on the coast. Christina, don't know what your last name truly is. I don't want to insult you by calling you the wrong last name. Now, you were kind enough in the pictures out in the universe of allowing one without makeup. Obviously, this is a stunningly beautiful woman, and she's beautiful even without makeup. But makeup and how they're photographed can take away diagnostic value. So I'm using a picture that I'm sure Christine is not going to like, but for me, it is absolutely necessary. So there's 9 face shapes in my world, and she is a rather classic king face. King faces are natural leaders. They see both sides of an issue, tend to be very fair, but life's really black and white. This is right and this is wrong. I always say the only gray in king faces' lives is in their closet. They like to have their own way. Get a little cranky if they don't get it. I would not want to do battle with this young lady because they like to have their way. Oftentimes their way is better, however. I am married to a king face, so I know this face very, very well. Eyebrows are interesting. You can't look at that and not notice that that left eyebrow is kind of coming, screaming downward and inward. This has to do with being critical. Now, is she critical or was she criticized? Let me explain why I think it's one way rather than the other. So, the right side of our face is what we show to the world. It's our public persona, it's our mother's influence. The left side of our faces, is our truer inner private self and our father's influence. The way you remember which is mom's always right. Easy way to remember it, because let's face it, she is. So the fact that there is this very dynamic eyebrow coming down, she's had some critical males in her life. Probably started with her father and moved on to husbands. I believe there have been husbands. So very, very critical. But again, can they take that energy and use it? Sure, she has a critical eye. Doesn't she need to have as an interior decorator or designer? Absolutely. Really strong jaw. Jaw's about determination. Again, I wouldn't mess with this gal. She's determined and she wants to have her own way. Forehead, very high and wide. This indicates a very analytical thinker. She's going to really see things in a way that other people won't. Kind of a nice trait for an interior designer. Hairline is kind of uneven. This indicates that she thoroughly enjoyed her teen years and her parents did not. So let's talk about her health. Again, having no makeup is very beneficial. If you'll notice underneath her eyes, there is a little more of a puffiness there, a little darkness. This is what's referred to as a kidney stagnation or a kidney deficiency. Kidney governs bone, so joint pain can come into play, low back pain, frequent urination, nighttime urination. Those are common things that you'll kind of see. And then there's this line, and it's much more dramatic on the left cheek that's underneath the eye and kind of courses along the cheekbone. This is an adrenal line, and it's only on the left. What do we know about the left? She's had stress with a male. Put an S on that. Her lungs, she has very large pores. I don't know if this is secondhand smoke or if she's a smoker. If you are a smoker, as your non-physician, I would highly advise you not to smoke. It is not a wise thing to do. It's going to create fatigue issues. The emotion of the lung is despair, and it's different than depression. And a lot of times people will be diagnosed with depression, and it's not. Depression is, I'm depressed, this is the reason why. Despair, there's more of a hopelessness component to it. So that's the energy when the lungs take a hit emotionally. Also, in the inner canthus, that's this area right here between the bridge of the nose and the coronary, a little dark in there. This is some pancreas issue. This isn't diabetes, this is a hypoglycemic tendency. This is at 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, kind of fall asleep. So, if you're on the coast, say hello to Christina from me. Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.